Hi everyone, good evening and welcome to Jamaica Live. This is Madison. Hi everyone, good evening and welcome to Jamaica Live. This is Madison. So, as we know, the local government election has just happened a couple of days ago in Jamaica. And everybody is anxious about the election. But two videos had came out of the election that really disturbs me. And I had no intention of going live tonight, so I've decided I won't put the camera on. But two videos came out of this election that disturbs me and should disturb every single Jamaican person. So the man that we're looking at on screen, he is a Jamaica Labour Party member of parliament. His name is Everald Warmington. That's his name. His name is Everald Warmington. I am going to show you a video of Everald Warmington, and we're going to talk about this video. Again, please like, share, comment, and contribute to the conversations because we have to talk about this. And whether you are a Jamaica Labour Party supporter or a People's National Party supporter, we have to be appalled by this video. So let me play this video. Okay, so if you're wondering what's going on in that video, if you're Jamaican, I'm sure you have seen this video. If you're a Jamaican, whether you're living abroad or you're living in Jamaica, you have seen this video because this video is viral on every platform. And the reason why I'm talking about this, we shouldn't pretend like this is normal. We shouldn't brush this under the carpet. We should literally be appalled by this video. What this man is saying is that he will not allow the the incumbent People's National Party member to have access to any money from taxpayers' dollars. So how is he going to stop them? He introduced himself as Minister of Works, and he's a member of parliament. So basically, as a member of parliament, he have access to control the taxpayers' dollars and taxpayers' funds that comes into his constituency. The councillor, which is an incoming PMP councillor. His name is Kurt Wool. So Lloyd Grant was the JLP councillor under Everald Warmington, and Kurt Wool during this local government election has unseated Lloyd Grant. So let me repeat that. So this person, Everald Warmington, is the member of parliament. He's a member of parliament, and Lloyd Grant was the JLP councillor in his division. Kurt Wool just unseated Lloyd Grant. Kurt Wool, the PMP, just unseated Lloyd Grant as councillor. And this man vowed, Everald Warmington vowed, that he will not allow Kurt Wool, the PMP, to access taxpayers' dollars to do work in his constituency. This should be illegal. In fact, it is illegal. And Andrew Holness should sack this man. This man cannot and should not be allowed to continue as a member of parliament. This man is calling taxpayers' dollars his money. This is not his money. This is taxpayers' dollars. And despite whoever is councillor, whether PMP or JP, they should have access to taxpayers' dollars. And this man argument, I don't think it's not something that is new. It's not something that, it's obvious the way he spoke openly and confident about this, that is something that has been happening. He didn't feel like he should speak low about it. He was open, he was confident, and he was talking in public. So listen, I'm not going to let this man have any money to spend as a councillor. Andrew Holness should get rid of this man. The People's National Party has called for him to be sacked, and I am also calling for this man to be sacked. I'm calling on Andrew Holness to sack this man. He should not continue in his portfolio as member of parliament. He's not for the people. And this is how all these politicians feels, whether they're JLP, whether they're PMP, all of them feels the same. And this is the reason why you see they sell out Jamaica, give away Jamaica to foreign governments, because they feel like once they got elected, they own taxpayers' dollars. They own the Jamaica. They own the land. They own the sea. They own the air. They own everything. So they feel like, oh, we can just give it away. We can stop people from getting fund. They have to know that they don't own anything. Jamaica doesn't. So, as we know, Jamaica doesn't belongs to any of them. Jamaica doesn't belongs to any of them. Jamaica belongs to the people of Jamaica. Taxpayers' dollars is not for them. They should get a wages like legally they're entitled to just their wages. That's it. Like any other employees. They don't own Jamaica, and I think that's what everybody in Jamaica is forgetting, and they're forgetting. This man is saying, oh, he's not going to have access to any of my money. Mr. Warmington, this is not your money. Someone should tag this man. This is Mr. Warmington. You should be sacked. This is not your money. This is taxpayers' dollars. It's not your money. You can't withhold money from anybody. It's not your dollars. This is not your own cash. It's not your own money. If a PMP member of parliament win democratically elected by the people, you should give him access to all the taxpayers' dollars. And Andrew Holness should sack this man. This man should be sacked. He shouldn't be allowed to continue as member of parliament. he shouldn't be allowed to continue and he should be sacked. Everald Warmington, and I know right now that everybody in Jamaica, I understand right now that everybody in Jamaica is very emotional and very attached to the election, and they want their party to win, and everybody's like frustrated and confused. But this is not the time for that. What Jamaicans should be concerned about is who are going to do the best job for them, who are going to lower the crime rate, who are going to clean the streets, who are going to take care of the public facilities. I just saw a video of the bathrooms in Alpha Tree, how disgusting those bathrooms are. And apparently, it's everywhere all over Jamaica. Public sanitation is a mess. The rubbish, the garbage. You see, in St. Thomas, Popcorn had to use his own dollars to clean up the gullies because they're full of rubbish and garbage and sand. None of these politicians, whether PNP or Labour, is doing any good job in regards to how the local municipalities are being taken care of. And again, I understand that people are emotionally attached to their green and their orange, and this is the problem we have in Jamaica. Most Jamaicans are, you know what, I'm going to say it. Most Jamaicans are traitor to Jamaica. All of these Jamaicans, all of them, all you see these entertainers, all these, and I don't want to be calling names right now, but all of these entertainers, we say they are repping their orange and they're repping their green, they are traitor. They are traitor to Jamaica. They are bloody traitors. They're traitors to Jamaica because they don't care if Jamaica does well as long as their red, orange, or their green is in power. They don't care. If their orange is in power, if nothing is get done, all of them keep quiet. And I'm gonna call somebody's name. I'm gonna call a name right now because I saw a video posted online. Spragga Benz posted. I know Spragga Benz is a PMP from long time because him come from out of them side at Kingston. And I saw him posted a video online about Mommy Bay. And I thought, okay, the Jamaica Labour Party had given away Mommy Bay to the Chinese. But then I found out it was the PNP government that gave away Mommy Bay to the Chinese. The PNP government. So both government, whether Jamaica Labour Party government or the People's National Party government, both of them are giving away Jamaica resources. They're stealing Jamaica's money, all of them. And I'm putting this man on screen. Andrew Holness should sack this man. This man is Everald Warmington. He's a Jamaica Labour Party MP, and he's vowing to hold taxpayers' dollars from the just elected People's National Party. And Andrew Holness should sack this man. This man should not be allowed to continue in his current position as MP. Because what he's saying that he is going to not allow Jamaica to develop. He's not going to allow his constituency to be developed because his constituency, a councillor in his constituency is going to be from the People's National Party. And therefore, he's saying, I will not allow you to have taxpayers' dollars. And he's saying, his money. Mr. Warming, you're a corrupt man, Mr. Warming. You're corrupt. This is not your dollars. And I'm going to go ahead and call you corrupt because this is not your dollars. It's tax. Somebody should tell you it's taxpayers' dollars, and you are not allowed to withhold taxpayers' dollars from the people of Jamaica. And Andrew Holness should sack you ASAP because you're not allowed to do that. So again, this is Warmington, and I'm calling for Andrew Holness to sack this man ASAP. And I'm going to talk about somebody else, because there's 2 videos right now that are going viral, and this is another one. We have another one that are going viral that I want to share with the people. This man, I'm going to put him on screen. This man, I'm putting him on screen. I'm sure everybody must have seen the video with him as well. He's calling for scamming to be reinstated. Scamming. This man is calling to reinstate scamming in Jamaica. Every Jamaican know what happened when scamming was rampant in Jamaica. Every Jamaican know. And I'm going to put this video on screen.
And I speak to the youth man them for the corner, especially one who call themselves Chopper. Let me tell you straight up, and he can speak openly. I have no problem with a man if he want chop. Because them chop us during slavery, so nothing wrong if we chop them back. My only problem with the chopping is when you bingo and you score, use the money wisely.
Yes.
And I speak to the youth man them for the corner, especially one who call themselves Chopper. Let me tell you straight up, and he can speak openly. I have no problem with a man if he want chop. Because them chop us during slavery, so nothing wrong if we chop them back. My only problem with the chopping is when you bingo and you score, use the money wisely.
Yes.
And I speak to the youth man them for the corner, especially one who call themselves Chopper. Let me tell you straight up, and he can speak openly. I have no problem with a man if he want chop. Because them chop us during slavery, so nothing wrong if we chop them back.
Again, let me talk about this man. So this man is a People's National Party Member of Parliament for Trelawney. His name is Dennis Meadows. And he's saying he has no problem with chopping. I mean, I didn't even know what chopping means, to be honest. I had to look it up. I didn't even know what it means because I'm not familiarized with these local, kind of dialogue. I'm not. So I have to look it up. It's lottery scamming. So this is a member of parliament of the People's National Party who's saying he has no problem with lottery scamming. I mean, first of all, this man, this is a criminal. This is criminal. And I'm calling on Mark Golden to relieve this man of his duty because this is criminal. This is criminal. I mean, every single Jamaicans knew and know how murderous, how many people have been killed when lottery scamming was rampant in Jamaica. Every single Jamaicans are aware. And I don't think it stopped. I think it's died down a bit because the United States government has intervened. And a lot of the scammers are now being locked up, are now locked up here in prison, these United States. So a lot of them are being locked up. Care about the people in America who's been scammed, or people in England, or people wherever around the world it's been scammed. Jamaicans were being scammed as well. And not only that, scamming affected Jamaicans. Terrible. The amount of kids and women being murdered when scamming was at its peak. So even if he doesn't really care about the people abroad who are being scammed, the scamming has been responsible for some of the most brutal and violent crimes Jamaica's ever seen in the last few years. So for this man to say, I'm openly and blatantly saying, I don't really care about scamming and you don't care about them. So is this what we should expect from the People's National Party? Is this what we should expect from them? If the People's National, under the People's National Party government, if we're going to see scammers back on the street corner, if we're going to see criminals and dons again hanging out on the street corners, then I don't want the People's National Party. I don't want them. I don't want them. I don't. Because every single Jamaicans knows about the brutal and vicious and violent crime that was done when scamming was on its peak in Jamaica. I mean, Western unions have been closed down in Jamaica. You can hardly even send money through MoneyGram because all of these avenues that Jamaicans use to send money abroad, Jamaicans like me that used to use these Western Union and MoneyGram to send money abroad has been closed down, a lot of them, because the scamming was so rampant. So the scamming has crippled Jamaica. And this man, Dennis Meadows of the People's National Party, doesn't care to think about that. He doesn't care to say, hold up, this man has criminal intent. This man has criminal intent. This man is willing to facilitate criminals on the streets of Jamaica. This man should be Mark Golden. If you don't get rid of, I mean, I have little respect for Mark Golden. I'm going to be straight up say that. I have little respect for him because I have been speaking about his attitude towards crime. And this man, for me, just kind of amplifies that. He amplifies that. He amplifies the People's National Party attitude to criminals. I'm sorry to say it. And I'm not saying, and I'm not talking about the party as a whole. I'm talking about each leader. I'm speaking on Andrew Holness and I'm speaking of Mark Golden. And the reason why I have to speak like that is because we can assess the People's National Party as a whole. But here's the thing with the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party. They they have now no true foundation. They have none. They have none. So each leader within these parties, they come and they do what they're doing. They're not, there's no, it's not like here with the Democrats. You know, the Democrats in America, they stands for something, and the Republican in America stands for something, i.e. Republicans are for no abortion, Democrats are for abortion. So you know, when you vote Democrat in America, you're going to legalize abortion. You know, when you vote for Republican in America, you know that you want to legalize abortion. So he knows this. In Jamaica, this party doesn't stand for nothing. They don't stand for nothing. They don't stand for anything. So what we have to do is assess each leader based on their own, what they do. That's why you have to assess them. You can't assess them based on the party. And and it saddens me that most Jamaicans doesn't understand this. Most Jamaicans seems to doesn't understand this. They're repping the orange and they're repping the green. I'm going to say this. Most of these people, they're traitor. They're traitor to Jamaica. They're bloody traitors. They don't care about Jamaica. Because you can't care about Jamaica and constantly repping orange or green. You can't. So they're traitor. All of them, we say a fly Jamaican flag and a pretty like them love Jamaica and them a patriot. They're patriots. They're traitors. Because their party affiliations are more important than Jamaica moving forward. So they're literally traitors to Jamaica. They're patriotic to the PNP, or they're patriotic to the Jamaica Labour Party, but they're not patriotic to Jamaica. They don't care if Jamaica go to the shits or to the dogs. They don't care. They don't care as long as their party in power. The people who support Jamaica Labour Party, they don't care if Andrew Hollis is not doing well as long as he's in power. Same thing with the People's National Party. These people, they're traitor to Jamaica. And I'm going to say it and repeat this. They're traitor to Jamaica. If you're repping orange or green and your true alliances are to the People's National Party or the Jamaica Labour Party, then you're a traitor. You are a traitor to Jamaica. You're nothing but a effing traitor to Jamaica. And I'm repeating that. If your affiliation, your alliances are in line with the People's National Party or the Jamaica Labour Party, and that's what your true alliances are, then you are nothing but a traitor to Jamaica. Because if you're a patriot, you're going to care more about who is doing the better job. You don't care who it is, as long as this person are doing what is right for Jamaica. And let's be honest, none of these leaders are doing right. And I'm calling on Mark Golden to get rid of this man.
My only problem with the chopping
get rid of this man on screen.
And you score. Use the money wisely.
Yes.
And I speak to the youth man them for the corner, you know. Especially one who call themselves chopper. Let me tell you straight up. And me can speak openly. I have no problem with a man if he want chop. Because them chop us during slavery. So nothing wrong if we chop them back. My only problem with the chopping is when you bingo and you score. Use the money wisely.
Yes.
And I speak to you.
So this man is saying, he's calling on these scammers, these murderous scammers, to use the money wisely. I don't even live in Jamaica. This man lives in Jamaica. And with evidence we've seen so far in Jamaica, with the murderous and violent crimes, kidnapping, he actually now believe that these scammers going to be good scammers. I mean, really? If the United States did not step in to stop the scamming on the street corners of Jamaica, I mean, blood would be running on the streets of Jamaica right now. This man has criminal intent, and the United States government should take away his visa to travel. They should take away his visa to travel. And all of you can tag him. And I'm going to tag him to the United States Embassy. His visa should be taken away. He shouldn't be able to travel because he has criminal intent. Who's not tired? I'm literally tired of this. I'm tired of what's going on in Jamaica. I'm tired of this. Who's not tired? Imagine here a politician saying openly, I am going to speak openly. Because they were chopping us during slavery. Mr. Dennis Meadows, Mr. Dennis Meadows, if you want to do something to make amends for slavery, call for reparations, sir. Call for bloody reparations. Call for reparations, sir. Call for reparations. And call to make sure that Jamaica become a republic and call for reparations. Work for Jamaica to become a republic. Call for reparations. And do your due diligence as an employee, a public servant of Jamaica, to make Jamaica crime free, to make Jamaica safe. But you are under your leadership, sir, you are going to allow criminals to hang out on the streets of Jamaica and scam people and murder people and commit violent crimes. You cannot take that back, sir. You can't. All of us Jamaicans have dealt with criminality and violent crimes. I myself, as a Jamaican, have dealt with those things. Have people who have been involved with all these kind of things. We are tired of these kind of things. We don't want this anymore because it's not good for us anymore. And the fact that in 2024, you can take a mic and go publicly and say you don't have a problem with scamming. You don't have a problem with murder. You don't have a problem with violence, because that's what it is. That's what it is. It was so bad that the CNN with Anderson Cooper was down there in Jamaica. The United States government had to step in. That's how sad it was. That the Jamaican government, Jamaican government, both parties, none of them had said, you know what, this is not right. Yeah, from what I heard, it was scammers just sit on the street side, and everybody was involved. Police was involved. Western Union was involved. Everybody was involved with the scamming. Murders, blood, everybody was quiet. And this man from the People's National Party wants to bring us back to that. He wants to bring us back to that because that's what he's saying. He doesn't have a problem with that. Mark Golden should. I don't, as I said, I don't respect Mark Golden very much because, to be honest, I don't respect him because I don't see what he doesn't stand for anything. I looked at Mark Golden's website and I kind of run through his manifesto a bit, but it doesn't really stand for anything. I've not heard Mark Golden speak on how he's going to tackle crime. I've read his manifesto because he said to Jamaica Live, go on my website. And I did. Went on his website and I looked. He said he's going to address violent crime as a public health issue. Of course he should do that. I agree with that. But there have to be more to it. Mark Golden is a leader of one of the most violent area in Jamaica, West Kingston, Jungle, Southwest St. Andrew, West. That's Mark Golden constituency. And I've not heard he said anything of how he's going to address violent crimes and donship in those areas. I've not heard him say anything about it, anything at all about it. And right now, I can tell you in West Kingston, people are being murdered on a daily basis down there. People down there are living in fear. There are hardly any lights, hardly any water down there. And I've not heard him said anything too much about it. So I don't respect Mark Golden as a leader and how he's going to move Jamaica forward. I don't respect him. I mean, and if anybody who follows Jamaica Live, you know, for the past few years, you can look on our website. We've been bashing Andrew Holness nonstop. A matter of fact, I made a video at one point stating that even though Mark Golden is a weak leader, we should get rid of Andrew Holness. I made a video stating that even though I don't respect Mark Golden as a leader, I want Andrew Holness out. I said that, made a video, and I said that. But now, the more I'm watching, because the matter of fact, I never heard this man speak. He hardly said anything. Mark Golden hasn't said anything. As the opposition leader, he hasn't come out and say anything. So I just see him as a weak person because you have to come out and say something. And now he's out, he's not saying much. He's not saying much. And I see now somebody from his party is blatantly saying, I'm going to allow scammers on my street corners. I am going to allow scammers on my street corner. I cannot support the People's National Party. I'm sorry, I can't support them. I can't. And I'm not saying I'm supporting Andrew Holness either. Because Andrew Holness, as I said earlier, he has to also get rid of Warmington. Warmington, who states he's not going to allow the People's National Party to have money, to have taxpayers' dollars. So I already spoke about that earlier. If you're watching the live, you know that I already spoke about that. But these two men, Everald Warmington and Dennis Meadows, they have to be out. I'm calling on Andrew Holness to get rid of Warmington and get rid of Meadows. And I'm going to be on their Instagram page. I'm going to be on their Twitter pages. I am going to constantly tagging them to get rid of these two men. And I'm going to constantly speak about this because these two men, this man on my screen, have criminal intent. And we cannot allow a politician in our country to say, I will allow scammers on my street corner. We can't allow that. We can't allow that. We can't allow that. And I'm so bloody angry about this. I wasn't even planning to go live today. I wasn't. But I couldn't rest until I come and speak about this. This is ridiculous. This is blatantly bloody mad. This is blatantly bloody mad.
man them for the corner, you know. Especially one who call themselves Chopper. Let me tell you straight up. And me can speak openly. I have no problem with a man if he want chop. Because them chop us during slavery. So nothing wrong if we chop them up. My only problem with the chopping is when you bingo and you score. Use the money wisely.
Yes.
And I speak to the youth man them for the corner, you know. Especially one who call themselves Chopper. Let me tell you straight up. And me can speak openly. I have no problem with a man if he want chop. Because them chop us during slavery. So nothing wrong if we chop them up. My only problem with the chopping is when you bingo and you score. Use the money wisely.
Yes. Yeah. So he's telling scammers, when you get the money, use it wisely. Use the money wisely. Buy house and cars and all of those things. Does anybody have anything to say about this? Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about this online. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, if you are on YouTube, let me know where you're watching from. And let me know what you think about Everald Warmington claiming, well, vowing to hold money from the People's National Party. And Dennis Meadows, who we now know will allow scammers on the street corners of Jamaica. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're on Facebook, where you're watching from, YouTube or Instagram. And also let me know what you think about this. Who are you supporting? Again, I don't support any of these political parties. I am not affiliated with them. I'm not affiliated with any of these political parties. And I'm not saying I wouldn't vote. I'm not saying I wouldn't vote. I am in the United States at the moment. So we in the diaspora, we doesn't have access to vote unless we go down to Jamaica. So I didn't even get to vote. And even if I wanted to vote, I would have to actually be down there in Jamaica and see what's happening on the ground before I make my decision on who I would vote for. I don't know. I'm very disappointed on these two men. I am hoping that Andrew Oles do the right thing and get rid of Everald Warmington. And I'm hoping also Mark J. Golden do the right thing and get rid of Dennis Meadows. I don't know. I just get this feeling in my stomach that under the People's National Party, Jamaica is going to be worst. I don't know. And I'm hoping that I'm going to be wrong. I'm hoping because I want Jamaica to be better. But to what? From what I'm seeing right now, I don't have a good feeling about it. And I understand that a lot of people are upset with Andrew Holness. I get it, because there's a lot of corruption in the Andrew Holness government. Blatant corruption in the Andrew Holness government. Blatant corruption in his government. And, you know, the whole thing with COVID. And there's lots of things with Andrew Holness that I don't agree with. I do not agree with a lot of things under his government. And I've spoken, you know, in depth about why I didn't like Andrew Holness. But for some reason at the moment, I have this feeling from what I'm seeing, from where I am at the moment, that Mark Golding and the PMP might not be better. I think there's a money grab going on, because I mean the PMP is desperate. All these new people, this Dennis Warming, this Dennis Meadows, all these new people, they're hungry and they're broke. A lot of these PMP people, they're hungry and broke. They're hungry and broke, and they need millions of dollars. So they're going to be grabbing and grabbing and grabbing and grabbing. I mean, literally, they're going to be sucking the blood of taxpayers. They're desperate and hungry and broke. All of these PMP newcomers that are coming in. Look at this man on the screen. He wants to bring back scammers on the street corners of Jamaica. This is not the opinion or the attitude or the perspective of a person who is a leader, who's in leadership, who wants to see better, who have money and who have power. No, this is not. That's not the argument of a person with money, power, and influence. This is the argument of a low life, a scum. I'm gonna say it as it is. This is the argument of a low life and a scum, to say you want to bring back violent crime and scamming in Jamaica. And his apology is not good for me. I think Mark Golden need to get rid of him ASAP. And a matter of fact, if this was here happening, both Warmington and Meadows, despite there's a lot of corruption here in America, I'm going to say there's a lot of corruption here too, but I can tell you that this blatant display of nastiness that these two men at this display for the past few days that we see online, they would have to be out. They would have to be out. They would be out of politics. 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 If this was America, they would be out of politics. Yeah, they would be out of politics. And any Jamaicans who are supporting these people, you should be ashamed of your bloody self. You're a traitor. You're a traitor to Jamaica. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be bloody ashamed of yourself to be supporting either Everald Warmington or Dennis Meadows. You should put a bloody plastic bag over your head and walk till you're knocking some wall, because you're a traitor to Jamaica. You're a bloody traitor. You're bloody. Honestly, I'm so pissed off and I'm so angry, really, right now. I'm looking at this man at the screen and it makes me angry looking at him. Looking at him makes my blood boil. Looking at this man on my screen makes me make all a volcano in my body is just moving, because that's how angry I'm, bloody I'm looking at this pestilent on my screen. Because he wants to bring back scamming on the street corners of Jamaica. This filth you see on the screen is a filth. This is a filth on the screen. He wants to bring back scamming in Jamaica. And I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. And every single Jamaica should be disgusted by this man on the screen. I'm sick and tired. We're all sick and tired. We're sick and tired. We're sick. Are you not? Are you people not sick and tired of the crimes in Jamaica? Are you not sick and tired of it? Have you become so numb and so insensitive to the violence and murder around you? Have you become so numb? And even the people in the freaking audience of who he was talking to was like, yay, and supporting. None of these nincompoop, none of these uneducated, none of them realize that what this man is saying is rubbish and garbage and criminal. None of them realized it. They were all shouting with this man. Yay. And some of them were all repeating and like, yeah, use it and do something. Really. This man didn't stand and say, this is what I'm going to do to make the youths of Jamaica lives better. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. No, he's telling them to go effing scam people around the world and murder people and massacre people. This is what this piece of shit on my screen is telling people, telling the young men of Jamaica to do. This is what he's doing. Tagging because he's a load of filth. So tag him. And Mark Goldie need to get to this filth ASAP. ASAP out of government because I am sick and tired of this. Do you know how much of us who live abroad, we would love to freaking come home, come our yard, and come back our yard, come live, and the business and stuff. And I'm not saying things are not going well down there, but come on, this kind of verbiage, this kind of statement coming out of this man, it makes me effing afraid. I'm afraid. This man makes me afraid. Imagine me and we come to Jamaica and walk with the scammers the back on the street corner. Then CNN and government have to go. No man, this is just, it's sickening. It's bloody sickening. It's sickening. It's sickening. And I'm gonna say this again. All of you people wanna talk about una Jamaican patriot, una traitor to the island. Hold on una head in a bumbuckler shame cause una traitor to Jamaica. Because if una go support them kind of people here, una traitor. Una traitor to Jamaica. Una no patriot. Una patriot to the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party. Una no patriot to Jamaica. Una traitor to Jamaica. I'm sick and hate the whole of uno. I'm tired and despise the whole of uno. I'm literally sick of it. I'm sick. Me sick of the money when me sit on the screen. And it me want him to just go chuck somewhere off because he might go mash up Jamaica. He might go run Jamaica, run it back, keep running Jamaica to the ground. I'm literally sick of them people. I'm tired of them. I don't want to see them face. Honestly. Yeah, let me just calm down because I'm just like, I'm literally sick and tired. Again, anybody who's watching, thank you for watching. But I really had to get this off my chest. I really had to talk about this. I didn't want to come live today because I didn't want to do my hair. I didn't want to put makeup. I didn't want to do none of that. I didn't want to do none of that. But I couldn't sleep unless I talk about this today. And I see it's running all over the social media, and rightfully so. But there needs to be a different perspective on this. How disgusting this is. It's not a game. It's not fun. It's disgusting. Both of them. Get rid of both of them. The headline, get rid of Warmington and get rid of Meadows. They're like head lice. Both of them are like head lice. They're digging at your scalp. And you want to smash them and kill them. Yeah, I'm literally fed up of them people, yeah. Because them a mash up Jamaica. And these are the people that goes into government with them corrupt and them criminal intent for continue for break, for mash up the country. Them kind of people, yeah. Because when good people go into politics, we run out of politics. Because we can't do it. When I was a teenager, I was part of the Jamaica Labour Party. I was a political activist for Southwest St. Andrew for the Jamaica Labour Party. I was 16 years old. I was. Anybody who knows me knows that about me. But when I was there was so much freaking corruption at the Jamaica Labour Party. Me drop out because that's not what I, as a young impressionable girl in Jamaica, in the ghettos of Kingston, Jamaica, I thought, okay, the Jamaica Labour Party was good for the country, and I said I'm going to be part of this. And when I was in the amount of corruption when we see a Jamaica Labour Party, me drop out at the Jamaica Labour Party because I couldn't stay there. Because that was never my intention when I get in as a young, impressionable girl. So I've stopped being affiliated with any of these political parties since then. I was. And I've never said this before publicly. But anybody who knows me knows from back then knows this about me. I was a political activist, a 16-year-old young impressionable girl, a political activist for the Jamaica Labour Party because I wanted to see Jamaica better. But there was so much corruption when I was there within the councillors, the MP, the scrutineer, so much corruption. I was sick of it and I dropped out of the Jamaica Labour Party because of that. So all of them who you see in a them party, the all them corrupt and them a criminal and them thief, the all of them. Because me know so them a thief, because I was part of it. And if you're willing for thief and rob and not do nothing for the country, then you stay there. So the one of them on both sides, you're criminal and thieves and corrupt. But when they come so blatantly and speak about it and to influence the population, then people think this is okay. I mean, they shouldn't be doing it, whether or not. But when they have this blatant disregard to speak about in public, then they have to be punished for it. We can't sit and think this is okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. I'm going to say thank you for watching because my hour is up. And I'm going to say thank you for watching. And again, always feel free to like, share, comment, contribute to the conversation. Tell us where you're watching from. We're on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at Jamaica Live News, Instagram at Jamaica Live News, Facebook at Jamaica Live News, and on YouTube, Jamaica Live TV. I am Madison. Thank you for watching and good night.